Namaste. On behalf of Radha Krishna Astro Services, I'm really excited to be in front of you presenting this class. And I hope you're finding these videos useful, interesting, and easy to follow. That's our desire, to make the science of astrology accessible to one and all. If a person like me could learn astrology, then every single person in this world could learn astrology. That is my promise. And that is why I'm tirelessly giving all these videos for the best interest of you. Okay, so let's get right on to today's class. So in our previous classes, what we have studied is the 9 planets. And we also studied about the 12 astrological signs. We also talked about which planet owns which astrological sign. And I'm pretty sure you got those concepts well grounded in your minds. For some reasons, if you're not finding those well grounded, I certainly encourage you to go take a look at this video so that you can make your concepts really clear before getting on to this one. Now, in this video, what we are going to talk about is the 5 broad elements. We all know, if you are well versed in the metaphysics of this universe, or if you study the wonderful science of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavat, if you are studying those kind of Vedic scriptures, you know we live in this universe which is made of 5 basic elements. What are those 5 basic elements? Earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Ether is none other than the open space, the empty space, right? Right. And what we are going to do is, we are going to see how the 12 astrological signs connect with the 4 major elements excluding the open space. You may ask me, why have we not connected these astrological signs to any of the open space? Because all of the remaining 4 elements, which is the earth, water, fire, and air, they all manifest in open space, right? That's why we did not assign any specific astrological Rasi to the open space. Now, let's get into the groove and let's go on starting from the Mesh Rasi, also known as Aries. Aries, Simha, and Dhanu, or Mesha, Simha, Dhanu. These 3 are the astrological sign, and we call them as the fire sign. Okay, these are the fire sign according to the astrology. The second triad comes with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, which is also known as Rishabam, Kanni, and Makaram. These 3 houses are considered the earthy signs, or the sign that is predominantly earth by element. Okay, now let's take the third trio. The members of this trio is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which is also known as Mithunam, Thulam, and Kumbham. These 3 houses are considered the air signs, which means it indicates the air, the wind. The last trio we have got is the watery signs. And what are we left with? We have left with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer is named Katakam, Scorpio is Vrikshigam, and Pisces is also known as Meenam. Okay, these 3 signs are considered to be the watery signs. So now I hope you all got a clarity of what have we done with these 12 astrological signs. So what we have done is we have binned them in 4 major categories based on the elements that we see in the space. Got it? So now I'm pretty sure for those of you that started listening to these videos, by now you must have gotten some kind of appreciation for this wonderful scientific subject matter called astrology. Okay? If you trust science is true, then you should better trust astrology also is true. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to stop there. I'm going to further explain how these 4 trios map to the 4 directions that we all live in. Okay? So let's go there right away. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they form the eastern directions, or they indicate the eastern directions. Okay? Then Taurus or Rishabam, Virgo or Kanni, and Capricorn or Makaram, they indicate southern direction, the south. Okay? And the third trio, which we have already talked them to be the air signs, right? Which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, right? So in directions, those 3 signs indicate western direction or the west. Okay? And the last trio that we have got to see here is the watery signs. What makes up the watery sign? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All these 3 signs make a watery sign, and they all indicate the northern direction. Okay? So now what have we got here? In this class, we have taken the 12 astrological signs and we have binned according to the predominant element that we see in this universe. And we have also binned them to represent different directions in which we all live in. Right? So this is how systematically you got to understand astrology. Why? There is a reasoning behind this. The job of an astrologer is not an easy task. Okay, every single horoscope an astrologer looks into, it has got tons and tons of new information, hard to decide and decipher. Okay, in that kind of a situation, somebody may come and ask you, hey, I've got my son and he met with an accident. Okay, can you say in which direction he is currently living? In that case, if by the time the person asks you the query, and if the ascendant that raises happens to be in Simha, then what would you say? The person is in the eastern direction from where you are. Because in our discussion, we have already discussed that Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they indicate eastern direction. Since the Lagna raising or the ascendant raising at the time of this query happens to be in Leo, Leo indicates an eastern direction, we can happily conclude that the queryant has got their son who met with an accident who is present right now in the eastern direction. Some persons may even ask you like, hey, I'm really concerned about what kind of dangers I may go through in my life. Will I be having problems with breathing? Or will I be burnt or charred to death? Or will I just go drown in the water? Okay, then at the time the querent asks, based on the raising ascendant, you can very well say, if the raising ascendant at the time of the query happens to be Cancer, then we can very clearly say that you better be careful with water, because Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, they discuss about water. Okay, so this is why we have to understand the nature of each of these astrological signs. Once we get that clarity, then we can practice and study the signs of astrology with greater depth and greater interest. I hope this video was beneficial to you. Until I see you all in my next video, please go through my videos as much as you could and feel free to like, share and subscribe, and leave your most valuable comments and feedback at the footnote of this video. Take care. Talk to you soon.